and the Minnesota Vikings. The Falcons come into this one with the home crowd behind them. That's important in a challenge game like this because you need every last bit of help you can get. So let's go now to Houston, Texas, where Jim and Phil are on the call.
As you can see, I am BCP.
First down at the 16. Pass is intercepted. He's brought to a halt. What a rough way to get this game started, getting picked off so early.
Oh, it is a rough way because all these coaches talk about they overdo it. Oh, don't make the mistake out there. That's all they talk about. Every once in a while, talk about making a play because that's what this league is about.
Walker's usually a tight end, but he's in the backfield this time. He steps out. One of the most versatile tight ends in the NFL, Delaney Walker.
Yeah, when you say versatile, that explains him very well. He can be a fullback, a wide receiver, a tight end, or somebody that moves around and plays all those positions. Delaney Walker is special.
The Falcons take it from the 23. And that'll gain just a few yards. Let's set the defensive starters. Following the run, it's now 3rd and 7. Lions lined up, 2 tight ends set. Takes off with it. And Holmes is going to pull in the bullet pass.
Well, this is good confidence for the offense, isn't it? To move down the field early in the game and get inside the 20. Let's see if they have a play up their sleeve that can get them in the end zone.
No margin for error from just outside the goal line. That picks up about 3.
Darren's close. His quarterback is not Ryan.
2nd and goal from the 5.
Right
back to it. One more time.
Well, that last play almost got them in here. And when you look at this, what do they do? Well, you just want to punch it in. There's a lot of different scenarios. You could do a play-action fake, probably get somebody wide open, or have a running back just jump over the top for a touchdown.
Barron's all over that offense and brings him down. Should be what we call a gimme. The kick is good.
You always want to be rewarded for a nice drive in a football game, even when it's a field goal, because you've made a lot of good plays, you've executed them, you got yourself in position to get some points, and that field goal just reinforces everything.
Steven Gostowski's readying his team for the kickoff. Hester's got a chance to return this one. Kendrick's there to make the tackle. That return's good for about 16. The Vikings offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake the last time they had the ball. The turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake. Let it go. Go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
He's got a wide open alley. Whitner's there to take him down. The line of scrimmage, the 48.
Right. Okay, I didn't.
1st and 10. And Cooper is able to get hold of it. Whitner's the one who brings him to the ground.
It's just a good example of how the NFL has changed. If you want a big play, you don't always have to throw it down the field or design something special. Throw it to these receivers short, and with their talent, they get long games. The Vikings, they can do it all. Once they get in the red zone, they have the passes, the screens. They can throw it down to the back of the end zone. And how about that play? They can run the football right at you if they want to. And that time they picked up some good yards on that run.
Ball is out. They recover their own fumble.
That was a good play.
The Vikings on offense here to start the 2nd quarter. to make the recovery, but still, it's third down. The Vikings lined up bunch formation. Brandon Browner with the interception. With the lead and their defense making plays like that, this is shaping up to be a very positive second quarter.
And they got it rolling, don't they, on both sides of the ball. And, you know, when you're in a situation like this, be aggressive. Go for the score as quick as you can on the offensive side.
Flip to the outside. And
There we
Sproles
go.
is brought down. Gain of only a yard that time. Second down and 9. Darren Sproles takes the football. And there's only 2 yards to be found right there.
Sproles never able to build up that power that he has as a running back. When there's nowhere to go, hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short game.
Third down on the way. DeMarco Murray is in the backfield. He's got the catch. Gains 13. Mark him down for another reception. Now 1st and 10. Murray with the reception. Murray's hit and brought down.
Nice job by the
What'd you say,
quarterback
man?
finding the open guy short. They get the completion. They still do not get the first down, though.
Ryan will be taking this snap out of the pistol. Sproles running right through the trenches. That last play was a run. Third down coming up. And it's batted down.
Already subscribed.
What a job by the defender that time, reading the quarterback and the receiver and being in position to knock that football away. That is really well played. That's a clinic. Put that on the highlight film and show guys how to do it.
Well, anyway, you could be the inspiration man. The one who goes
Hester's
around
got a
talking
chance
about my
this time.
team. And, yeah.
The Vikings offense can reignite things now after last time moving the football only to throw a drive-ending interception.
And this is what this defense lives on. They thrive on it. They let you move the football a little bit, but they wait for that mistake. Is that mistake going to be an offensive penalty, a drop pass? That time it was an interception, so that's what this defense does, and they do it well.
Jamal Charles is in the backfield. That pass play picked up only 4. Second down and 6 coming up. Mariota's lining up in the pistol. Allen's got it on a pass, had some heat on it. Stepping up to the line of scrimmage, the 22-yard line. Falcons defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Hooper's got it on a pass that had some heat. That's his 3rd catch of the day.
Get the first and goal.
This play set up by the long gainer. Dropping back 3. Second down coming up. Keeps it on the sneak. They're just grinding away down here, inching closer to the end zone.
Well, that's what you got to do sometimes. It's hard always to think that you're going to come out and just make big plays. You've got to do the dirty work, and this offense is doing it right now.
That defensive front looks impenetrable.
That snake, boy, with that snake.
Touchdown.
Well, this quarterback is not afraid to score on the goal line, that's for sure. Not afraid about taking a hit from one of those big, mean defensive players. He runs a quarterback sneak and gets a touchdown.
The Falcons in kick return formation. And Holmes is running this one out. He had nowhere to go, and they deck him at the 16-yard line. The Falcons bringing their offense onto the field. It wasn't a very productive possession for them last time out, partner. They ended up punting.
Well, you know what it was? It was a good filling out process. So they got some knowledge by watching the defense and what defenses they tried on them. So you got to take advantage of that knowledge and come out here and make some plays. Managing that clock, such a big deal in the NFL. That's why they're hurrying up. Don't use that timeout. Keep those timeouts because that is going to maybe give you a chance to win the game.
Catch made. And that's good for only a yard or two. Second down after that pass play. An extra tight end on the field for this one. And now here's Sproles on the toss. Gains 19. He's averaging about 3 yards a carry on the day.
So far, wonderful execution this drive. When you get a chance to get out of bounds, here the offensive player got the yardage, had a chance, gets out of the bounds, stops the clock. Good job by the offense.
The Falcons have it at the 44. Sproles is on the toss. Gets the football. The Falcons decide to take a timeout here, leaving them with only one. Second down following the run. Joseph gets to the quarterback.
Well, you expect defensive ends to get sacks because they come around the outside. But when you get pressure from the inside and the defensive tackle gets a sack, that's just an added bonus.
Matt Ryan with the long pass down the field. That's reception number 4 for him.
I think what you find out about your offensive lineman makes the grab. Touchdown.
A big touchdown right there. They're almost sure to take the lead to the locker room with that score.
All touchdowns are big, man. They're all exciting. They all make you feel great. And right now, the offense, they are feeling great about what they did on that last drive.
Okay, Larry, looking sharp back in that studio. Thank you for that. And now we're ready to get the third quarter underway as these teams take the field. And Holmes is going to test the coverage here. He's brought down. That return's good for about 23. The Falcons heading back onto the field on offense. They scored on their last drive, Phil, and they did it with a blistering aerial attack.
Quarterback is hot. He is getting protected. Oh, man, what do you do now? I think if you're an offensive coordinator, it doesn't matter what you call. You know your guys are going to make it work.
And now they'll try over again on second down. Matt Ryan under center. Jarring hit that time. Knocks the ball free.
Interesting situation here for the offense. They got a lead here in the second half, but it's third and long. And you always like to say, the football is in the hands of the quarterback, so he has to be smart. If he tries to force it down the field, I do not like his chances.
It'll be third down. Murray lined up in the backfield. And that's going to be a 3 and out.
The defense did a very good job there on third and long. They got the incomplete pass, but it's the work they did on first and second down. They made it tough on the offense, so third and long, everything goes to the advantage of the defense.
Hester's going to try and return this one. He's tackled right at the 48 and run back of about.
Yeah. Well, he had the composite for how quick.
You knew this was going to happen, and the coach disagrees with the call on the field. So he challenged the play, and the coach's challenge does not pay off.
Well, I agree with the head coach still. I would have made this challenge because it was so important to the outcome of the game, and it was a little bit of a gamble, but it was worth it.
First down at the 48. And now here's Charles on the toss. And that'll be a gain of about 2.
Charles is a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottle him up for a short gain.
2nd and 8. C.J. Mosley gets to the quarterback.
What a good scheme that time by the defense. They confuse the offense. They blitz. They don't know who to pick up. And how about the defender? They must love this. Coming in free and gets a good clean shot on the QB.
And he's going to be sacked. So just 3 plays and out for the offense. The Vikings elect to go for it and bypass the punt on 4th down. Falcons with a nickel look here on defense. The Vikings turn the ball over on downs.
Well, let's try to get into the mind of the coach here. Maybe he doesn't trust his defense. That's why in a close game on 4th and long, he went for it. It did work, so we'll see if his defense can bail him out.
Ryan's got 2 tight ends on the field for this snap. Charging ahead.
Rose is trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
After running it, it's 2nd down.
But I always hit the upper hand. But then this happens.
They go screen with Sproles. Barron's the one who made the big stop.
Stop until it's
They're going to the hurry-up offense, and they're back to the line quickly. And he's going to be dropped. That's a 3 and out for the offense. The Falcons are getting set to punt. And no return as this goes for a touchback. The Vikings offense is back on the field, Phil. Of course, their last drive ended with that very curious decision to go for it on 4th down in their own territory.
Well, I just wonder, what is it with the coach that he just hates the word punt? Because it was an obvious punting situation, and you go for it, so you're going to pay the price for making bad decisions.
Yeah, what were they thinking there?
Well, Jim, we'll never know, and I don't know if I want to know.
2nd and 10. Browns there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it.
The Vikings look pretty confident out there on the field, don't they? And they're very calm, and they should be. That 1st down, they're right in this game. Don't look down the field for that big play. Just keep marching.
We enter the 4th quarter, a very closely contested defensive battle. And Phil, these offenses been held in check all day long. What might be the mindset right now going into the last quarter?
I think that, you know, when you have a game like this, a slow scoring going into the 4th quarter and it's close, you've got to be on the offensive side very careful. Make sure you don't take chances where you make a mistake and you can end the game for your team with that mistake.
1st down at the 35. 2 hands on the football and has the catch.
I mean, this is going to be...
When you get down in the red zone, the offensive coordinator's got to call a play that deceives the defense. Let's see if he can do it. His team is down. He needs a big play here.
Finds Thomas. Picks up 8 here.
Vikings offensive coordinator does a good job that time calling the pass. Down here in the red zone, caught the defense off guard. They got the completion for a good game.
2nd down and 2. Ball is out. Recovery by the offense. Well, the offense lucks out this time as they hold on to the football.
Yeah, I think the word luck is appropriate here, no doubt about it. Bad fumble that time by the offensive player, but at least they were alert enough to get there and get on it, keep possession of the football.
Trailing every 3rd down, so big at this point. Mariota's going to take it from the gun. Demarius top touchdown. Minnesota Vikings. What a way to finish off that drive. A little flick for the touchdown, and now we'll see if this can go back the other way for a score.
Well, quarterbacks, man, they love those goal line passes because they're easy and you get a touchdown pass. But how about that drive? That was awesome.
The Vikings setting up here for the kickoff. And Holmes is going to test the coverage this time. And he's met head-on right there at the 20. The Falcons offense coming back onto the field here, desperately trying to avoid a repeat of their last drive when they had the quick 3 and out.
I'll tell you what, if they go 3 and out again, you know what's going to happen? Those defensive players are going to be looking at them as they come off the field. You put this back out there already, so it's important to get a drive, give your defense a little rest.
He's now over 50 yards rushing on the day.
The Falcons did a good job that time picking up the first down. Let's look at the situation. You're behind the second half. You keep looking to pick up those first downs, and you know you get enough of them. What does it do? Pretty simple. It leads to a score.
And here's the toss. Breaking one that time. Sproles.
My gosh, you work on this situation every single day at practice. Know the clock. Know the situation. Get out of bounds right there.
First down. Pressure on every snap now. Here's the quick toss. Muscles through the defender. And gains 1.
You know, Jim, I understand why they tried this run. You're down in the game. It's late in the fourth quarter. You're trying to catch the defense off guard, but I don't like the chance here. If it was up to me, I would have thrown it and taken my chances getting the football down the field.
Sproles lines up as the single back here. He rips it right out of the wide receiver's hands.
Sometimes when you have a player with this kind of talent, you're willing to put up with a few drop passes because when he catches it, he has a chance of going all the way.
The Falcons come to the line, fourth quarter, with 2 timeouts remaining. The Falcons will set up. The 28 is the first down line. 3rd and 9. Cooper's going to pull in the bullet pass. Just when it looked like the defense had figured out a way to stop this offense, well, they give up the conversion, and now backs to the wall.
All right, well, it's not over. The defense has got to let that go. They got to swell up, get tough, and get this job done now.
First down and 10. And Sproles gets the football. He's averaging 5 yards per carry on the day.
Got to be a little more creative on the offensive side. When you're down a score here late in the game in the fourth quarter, you got to mix it up. That run is not going to make it work.
2nd and 9. Sproles has got it on the screen. Barron's there that time for the tackle. Phil, it's 3rd down. They are in 4-down territory, and the defense knows that.
Yeah, and you get a situation like this, Jim, on the defensive side, you need one of your pass rushers to come through and get on that quarterback.
Well, the defense was trying to come up with the big stop there, but the offense is able to keep the chains moving.
Well, there's just no panic in the offense when you see what they've done so far here today, Jim. They kept their heads about them, and they just calmly executed that 3rd down play.
1st and goal. Amari Cooper has the catch for a gain of about 5.
If I'm on the defense and the offense is this close to scoring, I'll tell you what I'm doing. I am sending everybody. I am going to gamble that it is a run. If they have the courage to throw it, let it. If they do, of course it'll be a touchdown.
Ryan's completion percentage 70% on the day.
I'm speechless. Come here, turn to on. That's gonna be the end of this broadcast. My first Madden video is a win. And don't forget to nuke that like button. Goodbye.